coffee in my cup, sun just peeking through, TV glowing in the kitchen like it always do.
Cheryl's laughing first, Jeremy's got that grin, Ryan's talking ports and plans, Ricky's reeling us in.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. They're swapping little secrets on packing light, packing smart. Which deck has the quiet spots where the late night stories start?
Scott's breaking all the tech news with that Scotty J screen star shine. I'm taking notes on napkins while my eggs get cold on the side.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. One day I'll book that cabin bag by the door, heart on my sleeve. Oh, yeah. Till then I'll keep on cruising through that YouTube show make believe.
Go live together, start the day,
Sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, don't let go. You're my map and my talk show road. From cruise news to travel chatter, you bring us all on board. We go live together.
I'm sorry for the past couple of days not being on the show, but I deserve to give you my best. And my best is not being up there in pain. And I apologize to you, and you. I'm so sorry. I know I shouldn't apologize for things that I'm going through, but I want to be transparent. Jeremy has tried everything. I've had medicine to keep the pain down, but the past couple of days, the pain has come through the medicine. Yesterday, I slept all day. Even over to my daughter's house, we went over there, and I slept until 6, and then we came home. But I can't give you my best if you see me or hear me. If you see me and then I scream out in pain on camera. We are scheduled for MRIs. I said I wasn't going to have a procedures or anything like that. But I think I got like 3 procedures coming up, or 2, I'm not sure. But I need to let you know, you deserve the best of Cheryl. I'm speaking in third person. I don't know what else to say. I just want to thank y'all for coming in and listening to the men talk. because they can't talk like I talk. And I love you so much.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into Go Live Together. We are your morning team. I'm Jeremy. This is Rob. Right here is Ryan. He is on a business call right now. Good morning, hashtag team replay. If you are here for that reason, first of all, thank you guys so much for coming into the show today. We appreciate you for your ongoing viewership to the show. Leave us a hashtag team replay in the comments section. But for those of you that have joined us on the live stream, good morning and welcome in. Today, we have a special guest on the panel, which is Rob with Cruise Brothers, or Cruising on the High Seas and Travel, however you may know him. And what we want to talk about today is airplane travel. Okay, specifically airplane travel, because sometimes people have to take a plane to their travels. Wherever you're going. If you're going on a cruise, you might have to go down to Miami real quick, jump on the cruise ship. What my question to the audience is this morning is, do you have any airplane stories that you would like to share with the audience today? If so, leave it in the chat and we can talk about it. But a mishap that I encountered was during the airplane booking process. Now, I am a travel agent. This much is true. I specialize in cruises for a reason. The airplane part of it got skewered whenever we went to go get on the celebration. Okay, the celebration was in Miami. We were going on a ABC, a Southern Caribbean cruise, ABC cruise, and we had to fly. So it wasn't until the trip home where the mishap happened. So we go into Miami International Airport, MIA, the big one, and we walk in and we're looking for gate 70 something. Okay. And I'm like, these numbers are cutting off and we're running out of airport here. Okay. Well, down at the end of this, like that terminal, okay, there is a super huge stairwell. A super huge stairwell that that goes down to where the other gates are. Now, these gates, these 70s and stuff like that, is out on the tarmac, believe it or not. And that's where we had to go. We went out to the tarmac. We actually walked on the ground and then proceeded up this, what I would call scaffolding. Okay. I know a little bit about construction because I've been on construction projects. So I know what a scaffold looks like. It was made out of scaffolding material, but it was a little bit more sturdy, okay, if you will, with accessibility ramps and things like that going up. But then you could also go up the little stairs into the plane itself right there, which was parked next to this structure, this temporary looking structure. We proceeded then to get on an American Airlines flight headed back toward Houston in a twin engine plane, very small. Baby calls it a crop duster that we got on. So that is why I do not book the flights for us. Whenever we have to fly somewhere, that is all Cheryl. I do not have the I've been demoted. Okay, that's what it is as far as booking flights is concerned. But let me see what is going on with the remainder of the panel here, and see if everybody is available. And let's see, I can shut myself down here and pull up Rob.
Well,
Rob,
hello there.
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about. So, what are we talking about today? I heard something about luggage, and I had to take off and assist the father for a second. So, what are we talking about with luggage?
We're not talking about luggage. We're talking about flights today. Was I muted that whole time? Like, did anybody hear me?
I heard you.
You heard me?
I heard about luggage and flights.
But did you hear me talking about the crop duster plane?
Oh, yes. I heard that.
Oh, Okay. Well, that's what we're talking about. Either flight travel. Let's talk about flight travel and some of the experiences that you've had on flights.
Well, they have been very interesting. I've had where I had to transfer in between two different airports. I land at one airport and I had to find my way to the next airport. So that was very interesting. And I was in New York for a bit. So I got actually lucky there. And the people either a row or two ahead of me, but within hearing distance, they were doing the exact same thing I was. So we ended up having to chose to share a cab over. So that was one experience. And on that trip, we actually got tied up at TSA coming home, and we were supposed to go out of Orlando International to Midway, Chicago, and then off to Detroit to retrieve our vehicle. Well, because we got tied up at TSA, we ended up missing our flight, and we had myself, my mom, and the four kids. So they ended up catching another flight off to Midway on standby, then catch another flight into Detroit, where I'm left in Orlando. And they had to reroute me a different way. So instead of me going in the eastern path, they sent me to go west off to Denver. Yes, I said the word Denver. So they sent me off to Denver to send me over across to the eastern side of the country now to Detroit. And because of all that, we ended up spending an extra night in Detroit. But we were going to spend an extra night in Detroit anyways, because there was some white confetti that decided to drop while we were gone, and some trucks decided to go into the ditch. So that's one story of flight travel. So, and then of course I have plenty others.
The one I was kind of hoping that you would lean into was the one where you got stuck in Mexico City at the airport.
Oh, I can easily cover that one too. And there's plenty others. So since you brought that one up, we can talk about that one. We were flying with an airline that I call Blah Airlines, also known as American Airlines. And they forcibly made us check in my tech bag. And along the journey, the tech bag decided not to get off of the plane. So it actually made it all the way to NOLA. Meanwhile, we had to be rerouted because the flight was delayed significantly long enough where we would have missed our cruise ship. So we ended up going off to Atlanta, then off to Mexico City, spend the night in Mexico City. That's when I found out where the tech bag is. And then off to another airport in Mexico to spend the night in a hotel, just to take about a 2.5 hour ride out to the cruise port. And the furthest we were able to get dropped off, where I know Sir Ryan will know this spot very well because he goes there all the time, is those fake pyramids at Costa Maya. And Ryan can tell you about those fake pyramids in a moment or two. So that's where we ended up getting dropped off, and then we had to wander our way up to the cruise ship with going through screening and all that fun jazz. And then on the way home, we made it to Bush in Houston, and our flight once again was delayed. So, whenever you travel with me, expect something to happen because something's bound to happen. At least that's the trends of what's going on. I don't know why. So, Ryan?
Actually, there is a question coming in from the executive producer of the show, and she said, "Who had to pay for all of that mess? And what was the end result of the oopsie from the cruise line, airline, or a combination thereof?"
It was a mixture of everybody had to pay. So for the airfare, that was covered by the cruise line because the air was booked through the cruise line. So they pick up that piece of the bill. When you want to talk about the hotel, the transportation to and from the hotel to the cruise port, well, it would just be to the cruise port, and all food expenses, that came down onto us. And then if you have traveler's insurance, which I strongly recommend that you have it, that would be something that you could file a claim through to compensate you that money back. So it was a combination of everybody had to put a piece of the pie into making everything all work. And it can be a headache and stressful, but at the end of the day, we were finally on a cruise. And what the cruise line also did for us is they returned back 2 days worth of gratuities back to us because we weren't on board. So they at least made that gratitude to us. And I think that they didn't even have to even do that. But they did it out of the kindness of the heart. So hopefully that answers your co-producer's question.
Yep, I believe it did. And you know what? She said it was good talk points too, to let people know that there may be some hope at the other end of the situation, the travel situation, that is. Ryan, I know that you have flown before, and probably yeah, there we go, like this. And then you probably have been through an airport once or twice. And my question is this: have you had any flight experiences that you would like to share with the people? Tips, tricks, bad experiences, good experiences, and everywhere in between that you would like to share with the audience today.
Sure. Let me show you something. Wait, again. Hang on. This is a recent addition. Noise canceling headphones. So we got these for the trip to Alaska because Mel hates flying, but she knows that that's the only way to get places sometimes. But one of the things that has always, driven us crazy through no fault, in some cases, is the ambient conversation, or I don't know, the crying baby or the blabbering toddler. So the noise canceling headphones really, really make a difference in that situation. As far as tips go, I would definitely buy a suitcase luggage scale. They're like $20 or something like that, on Amazon. That way you can pack it and you're able to weigh your luggage yourselves. And that most airlines let you have 50 pounds is kind of the average. a little bit less sometimes, a little bit more on other lines. Never pack it to the brim. Like if you are trying to get one suitcase and your max weight's 50 pounds, don't put 49 and a half pounds in there. You're going to be overweight when you come back. Even if you don't buy a thing, you're still going to be overweight because for whatever reason, soiled clothes weigh more than clean clothes. It's just the mysteries of life. And if you're planning to buy, sous vides and stuff like that, again, you're going to be overweight. So give yourselves some room there. I also am a big fan now. And Mel was making fun of me when I first tried them, but she is too. Of the airtight vacuum seal bags. Those are amazing to save space. But again, you got to be careful with your weight. The other thing is I would agree travel insurance, especially if you're going on to, flying to a cruise or something like that. Hell, even if you're going to a land-based one, I would recommend it because we actually, I've only had to use it once, but we have had a scenario where we ended up missing our connection flight. Paid everything out of pocket, and then it was after the fact that I realized I had travel insurance and I could submit a claim and get reimbursed. But we actually flew up to Rob's neck of the woods. I took my wife on a surprise anniversary trip to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, and we flew from Tampa it was a straight flight going there from Tampa to the Buffalo airport. Coming back, we actually had a connection in Atlanta. That's where the problem happened because there was bad storms, and it was supposed to be like a 2-hour flight into Tampa. It ended up being a 5-hour flight circling, and it was like John McClane, Die Hard 2, where you're running out of fuel. And they actually had to reroute our plane to Cincinnati, Ohio. We had to land there for about an hour and a half to get refueled, get back on the plane, fly back to Atlanta. And by the time we were there, all flights for the evening were canceled. All hotels were pretty much booked. And because it was a weather delay, not a mechanical delay, the airline's like, you're on your own for everything. We'll get you on a flight sometime tomorrow. So I would definitely say the travel insurance is worth it. And most of the times it's a couple of $100. So just add that as an additional expense. And insurance, I work in the insurance industry. Insurance is the thing that you hate with a passion paying for until you have a loss. And you're like, oh my God, thank the Lord Jesus that I paid for that insurance. So that's my biggest tip is that. The other thing, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to get them definitely for the next couple of flights, are like the cheap compression socks that keep the blood flowing in your feet. I've heard that those actually work wonders when you're in a long flight to help not, jet laggy and not to get all tingly on your feet and stuff like that. So, and then my biggest advice, especially if it's cruise, plan to fly in at least the day before, at minimum the day before. 2 days is better if you can do it. But I know not everybody has the vacation you can burn for that extra time. But yeah, the only big headache we had was that one flight coming back from Niagara. Everything else, we've had a couple of delays, but it's usually only been a couple of hours. Actually, a new thing I would recommend. Give me a second.
Hey, Ryan, Baby wants to know, where did you get your noise-canceling headphones?
Very good question. I bought them at a store called Unclaimed Baggage, and it's what it sounds like it is. There's only one store in the entire country, but all the unclaimed baggage from buses and airports and cruise ships and things like that, they buy in bulk and then mark it down. So those were Bose headphones. They normally go for $300, and I got them for $100. And actually, Mel was the first one to get them, and I liked them so much that I went online because we were there at the store when she bought them. I went online as we were driving, continuing our road trip after I used them for a few moments, and ordered a pair and had them shipped to us. But yeah, unclaimed baggage. I actually have an episode on the whole place on the PK Adventure Travels thing. But this would be the next thing I would recommend. And again, this is I'm plugging our Amazon store, but on my Amazon store for PK Adventure Travels, it is a battery operated fan. On low, the fan can last for over 8 hours. And I would recommend this because you get the little air things, but you might need more airflow, number one. Number two, if you are delayed, and it's happened to me before where we were freaking dying, they did not have a gate for us to pull back to, and there was a takeoff delay due to lightning. They took us to a remote part of the airport and basically shut down the damn plane. And we sat there for an hour and a half with no air movement at all. And so having a little $19 battery operated fan that can last for 8 hours, booyah, I don't have to worry about it. Now I've got something that at least I'll have some airflow if needed. So those are a couple of my tips and tricks for air travel.
Cool beans. All good stuff. I know that for lost luggage, the chat has said, put air tags in your stuff. That's another good flight tip. A really good flight tip is to eat before you arrive at the Miami airport, because if not, you're going to have to sell a kidney as you're going through TSA in order to afford the food there. I know that.
Another good thing is to bring yourself like one of those water bottles, like the insulated water bottles. Bring it empty because you can't fill it up. But then most airports now, once you get past security, lets you fill up water bottles now.
Yeah.
In the terminal. So then you can bring water because you're going to get dehydrated.
Okay. Well, cool beans. That was a good topic, gentlemen. And I am going to do something we haven't done in a while, which is to make it to the chat. And first up in the chat is Cruising on the High Seas.
And travel.
Yeah. You're here. That was your cue. Next up is Danny D. Hey, what's up, Danny? Yep. Controversial Cruising is in. Good morning. Go live together, fam. Cruise Ship Drones in the house. Good morning, Pineapple Squad. Let's see. Who else? Oh, snap. Look who's in the chat. Scotty J Travels has made it in. Whoop, whoop. Hey, good morning. Welcome in. We also got Cruising with Calandra in the house. Good morning.
Peaches. She is just whining today. What is up, Fluffy Butt?
Mike and Rihanna's Adventures have made it in. Good morning. Retirement Days is in. Hello. Savage Vloggers in the house. Hello. Good morning. Foodies Travel Casino Life. Good morning. Mandy Smith has made it in. Good morning. Welcome in. Mike and Rihanna says, feel better. Cheryl, you are in our thoughts and prayers. Well, thank you so much for those kind words. Appreciate it. Travel with Josie Ann has made it in. Good morning. Oh, snap. The Parker twins are here, and he's not even seated in his chair. Good morning. Welcome in.
Sorry, PT wanted her morning snacky.
That's right. Did she have some BACON?
She did. Well, the fake stuff, but yes.
Right. Go Wilson Travel has made it in. Good morning, and welcome in. Yep. Let's see. Who else? And I thank everybody for keeping on chatting. I see you. Michael's Adventures. Good morning. Thank y'all for coming in and supporting the chat like this. Anfield Road Layout in the Loft has made it in. Good morning. All right. Well, that'll work. Let's see. We are all caught up in the chat, so it is now time for us to slide into the cruise news. Carnival's brand ambassador is scaling back social media for more face to face. Write John Heald while you can.
There you
Because
go.
over nearly 4 decades, John Heald has a lot of roles while working for Carnival Cruise Line, including bartender, cruise director, senior cruise director, and his current designation of brand ambassador. Since becoming brand ambassador in 2007, Heald has cultivated a following of 673,000 followers on his public Facebook. However, maintaining such a massive following like this comes with a lot of work. Heald spends roughly 8 to 9 hours a day, 6 days a week, engaging with Carnival guests and answering questions from behind a screen, and he is ready for a change. Going forward, the brand ambassador will be evolving his role to focus less on full time social media and getting on board Carnival ships to interact with guests, crew members, and company leadership face to face. In addition to passengers, the cruise personality also hopes to spend more time with his family during the final summer before his daughter leaves home to attend university. Quote, I really do want to be where I'm so very happy, and that isn't behind a computer. It is here with you, but with the crew and with the guest. That's the most important thing for me is that connectivity, Heald said in a Facebook live video posted on June 2nd. Heald announced that the change alongside Heald announced the change alongside Carnival President Christine Duffy, who offered her full support as he makes this transition. The duo were both on board Carnival Sunrise's 5-night Bahamas sailing, which embarked in Miami on May 30th to celebrate the grand opening of Half Moon Cay's new pier and upgraded amenities. Heald's Facebook page won't be going away, nor is he foregoing his online presence entirely. The platform will simply be used in different ways. His content may shift to highlight more behind the scenes looks at new ships and other Carnival projects in development, as well as Heald's own personal mini cruise vlogs. However, he will also continue to make his 3-minute live videos on a weekly basis, supposedly on Mondays, update his followers on important news and announcements, and of course, continue to share the fun. I will do my infamous 3-minute videos. I'll do one of those a week. I will help as many people as I can. I will never lose that connectivity with people. I will post all the news and everything that will be fun for you to read about, Heald promised. Instead of spending hours going through questions daily, Heald will be more selective in which questions are answered and which are turned into posts to share with the entire cruise community. Soon, Carnival guests will be able to get their burning questions to Heald via a new email address instead of posting them as comments on his Facebook page. Cruise Hive learned that the email will be made public soon and is expected to go live by June 15th. So it's right around the corner, y'all. We got 10 days. 10 days to write John Heald. So yeah, get your letters in, do it, and let's write John Heald and congratulate him on a job well done. Let's see who.
Get your
Yeah.
your questions in while you can.
Oh, okay. Ocean Travel has made it in. Good morning. I am driving and listening. That'll work. Where you going? Let us know. And has anybody had a flight experience that they would like to share with the chat and with the host? Let us know. Here's how Carnival Cruise Line is celebrating America's 250th birthday. As the United States prepares to celebrate its 250th birthday, Carnival Cruise Line is planning a series of events both at sea and ashore that will span its fleet and several home port communities. The cruise line announced on June 4th, just 1 month before the semi-quincentennial in July, that it will commemorate America 250 with onboard activities, fireworks viewing opportunities, military tributes, and community celebrations throughout late June and early July. Rob, real quick, what birthday is Canada celebrating on its upcoming Independence Day?
Well, we don't call it Independence Day. We call it Canada Day, and it is July 1st.
How many years is your country celebrating on that day?
I would have to look that one up in a quick moment because I don't know the exact answer. So give me a quick second.
Just kind of wanted to slide in a little north-south thing.
Do.
Sorry, Peachy had to go outside and then take her time.
159.
Who?
159.
Very nice. Very
If
nice.
the math is correct.
The largest gathering will, of course, take place on July 4th, 2026, when 7 Carnival Cruise Line ships sailing from East Coast ports will meet near Celebration Key, the company's new private destination on Grand Bahama Island. Passengers on board will witness a coordinated fireworks display amongst the vessels, which include the Venezia, the Elation, the Conquest, the Glory, the Pride, the Sunrise, and the Freedom. If you're on any one of these ships on the 4th, you're all going to meet at sea and have a fireworks display. That is awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah. On the West Coast, 3 Carnival Cruise Line ships will position themselves together for views of the Port of San Diego's Big Bay Boom fireworks show. This event includes the Firenze, the Radiance, and the Luminosa. As America's Cruise Line, we're bringing the fun from coast to coast so everyone can celebrate, said Christine Duffy, president of Carnival Cruise Line. There is no better way to honor this milestone than by bringing people together to salute our nation and create unforgettable moments at sea and shore. Passengers sailing during the July 4th holiday period will also see special programming on board. Activities will include patriotic-themed deck parties, ship decorations, specialty food and beverage offerings, and holiday events featuring characters from the cruise line's partnership with Dr. Seuss. Carnival is also recognizing members of the military during holiday week. One military family on every sailing departing the week of July 4th will receive an American flag that was flown over the U.S. Capitol. Veterans and active duty military personnel sailing during that period will also receive a commemorative military pin. Carnival Cruise Line's America's 250 programming extends beyond Independence Day and includes activities across the fleet beginning at embarkation. Select ships will feature a large patriotic inflatables on open decks, including a bad eagle and star display. Across the fleet, ships will be decorated with America 250 banners and themed decor. Passengers can expect red, white, and blue deck parties, holiday-themed sail-away celebrations, balloon drops, and special appearances by Seuss's Cat in the Hat. Food and beverage offerings are also being updated for the celebration with specialty cocktails and commemorative products. Food and beverage offerings are also being updated for the celebration with specialty cocktails and commemorative products that include a branded beer called America's Cruisin'. The cruise line is also bringing the celebration to several home ports. Community events aboard ships will take place in Baltimore on June 28th aboard the Carnival Pride, Long Beach, California on June 30th aboard Carnival Radiance, and 2 events in Florida on July 2nd in Jacksonville and Tampa aboard Carnival Elation and Paradise, respectively. Are you cruising during July 4th holiday? Let us know in the chat. And speaking of the chat, let's get back over here and see who has made it in. Mike and Rihanna says we were overweight on luggage when we first went to Mexico the first time. No, wow. Yeah, we were overweight a lot. when we fly places, we bring a whole lot less. We do, because we know we're going to buy souvenirs. Mike and Rihanna says when we went to Cancun, we had a 5-hour delay coming back to Canada due to mechanical problems. Wow. And let's see Who else? Okay, Mike and Rihanna says when Rihanna went to Dallas, Texas a few years ago, she boarded the plane, then had to get off the plane because a blue liquid came from the bathroom from near the rear of the plane. Oh my God, that's the poop water, y'all. That's what that is. Yep, that's the poop water. I recognize that liquid anywhere, especially being to a porta potty. That's that same stuff they put up in there. My Jesus. Okay, let's see. Planning to change a celebrity reflection booking? You'll have to wait. Anyone hoping to tweak a celebrity reflection booking this week may have to wait. Celebrity Cruises notified select customers that reservation changes have been suspended while the company completes technical updates affecting the ship's booking system. The work is expected to take between 7 and 10 days. The cruise line alerted passengers via email saying that while reservations remain intact, no modifications would be permitted during the maintenance period. We're reaching out because we need to do some technical work on our systems that will impact celebrity reflection reservations, Celebrity Cruises said in the notice. During this time, there will be no changes to your reservation. However, these bookings will not accept any changes. The temporary freeze began on Tuesday, June 2nd, and is expected to be completed by June 12th. Although guests are unable to make changes to affected reservations, Celebrity Cruises said passengers can continue using the cruise line's website and mobile app to review plans and manage certain pre-cruise activities. The notice did not specify what type of technical work is being performed or how many reservations are affected. It also did not indicate whether the work is tied to a broader technology upgrade, maintenance project, or system migration. The restriction appears limited to celebrity reflection bookings rather than all reservations across Celebrity Cruise fleet. Guests with questions can contact the cruise line directly through its customer service channels or their travel advisor. The reservation freeze comes as Celebrity Reflection is operating a series of short Caribbean cruises from Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale. The ship departed on a 4-night Key West and Perfect Day at Coco Cay itinerary on June 1st, calling at Key West before visiting the private island destination owned by Celebrity Cruises' parent company, Royal Caribbean. The sailing is scheduled to return to Fort Lauderdale on June 5th. Immediately afterward, the vessel is scheduled to continue a rotation of 3- and 4-night cruises to destinations that also include Nassau and Bimini, Bahamas. The technical work is expected to overlap with a June 5th sailing to Key West and Nassau and a June 8th voyage to Perfect Day at Coco Cay and Bimini. However, the company has not indicated that any of those voyages will be affected. The notice sent to guests does not mention itinerary changes, delays, embarkation impacts, or disruptions to onboard services. Cruise lines periodically take booking systems offline for maintenance and upgrades. Just last month, Carnival Cruise Line conducted a planned technology update that was initially expected to last 18 hours, but extended for several days. The disruption continued to a pricing glitch that displayed unusually low fares, leading the cruise line to cancel affected bookings and offer onboard credits to impacted guests. Celebrity Cruises expects Celebrity Reflections updates to operate as scheduled. Hey, Cruise Tubers has made it in and also traveling on the beautiful blue seas. Good morning. Welcome in.
Good morning, Justin.
Carnival Magic to host cruise line's first ever President's Cruise in 2027. John Heald's For Fun's Sake cruises are something that his followers always look forward to, and his 9th annual fan cruise in 2027 will be bigger and better than ever before. Carnival Cruise Line's beloved brand ambassador announced that his next fan sailing in 2027 would double as the cruise line's first ever President's Cruise. This means that Carnival President Christine Duffy will be on board for the fun, as well as some special guests who have not yet been announced. My FFS number 9 cruise will now also be our first ever President's Cruise, Heald shared in a Facebook post on June 2nd. It will include all the usual fun private shows and events with me, a special gift, and for the first time, our President Christine will be there with us all, and she may bring along some special guest stars too, he continued. Cruise Hive confirmed that the inaugural President's Cruise will take place on board Carnival Magic. The ship will embark in Miami, Florida, where the Carnival Cruise Line is headquartered on February 28th, 2027. The 6-night Eastern Caribbean itinerary features stops at Celebration Key, Bahamas, Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turks and Caicos. There will also be 2 sea days in the mix. Prospective guests who would like to get in on the fun will need to book the cruise by August 30th, 2026, and then wait for more information about joining the fan experience to come from John Heald. You need to have booked the cruise by August 30th, as in early September, I will share how you get to be a part of this extra special cruise. It will be brilliant, Heald noted. Carnival Magic's February 28th departure can currently be booked as a normal sailing through Carnival Cruise Line or another trusted travel professional. Suites are already sold out, but there are still interior cabins available starting at $459, ocean view cabins starting at $619, and balcony cabins offered at $719 plus. Note that these prices listed on Carnival's website as of the time of writing, and pricing and availability are subject to change. It is also important to note that there is usually an extra charge to participate in the fan events. In the past, this has been under $30 a person and included free drinks at cocktail parties and other fun perks. Now that the official announcement has been made, the cruise will likely sail out quickly, as Heald's fan cruises usually do. Heald has 673,000 followers on Facebook alone, the majority of whom would love to meet him, and Carnival Magic only has room for 3,690 guests. At the same time the President's Cruise was announced, news began to spread that Heald would be stepping back from his full-time social media role to spend more time on cruise ships meeting guests in person. That means that if cruise fans are not able to make this specific voyage, they will likely get at least another chance to meet Heald in person. And if the President's Cruise is a success, Duffy may also make these sailings an annual tradition. Heald also announced this special voyage just about a month after the 8th annual For Fun's Sake cruise took place on board Carnival Spirit. Heald and his fans voyaged to Alaska over the course of a 7-night itinerary, which embarked on May 5th, 2026. His eagerness to gear up for the next adventure with his fans also suggests that there will be more opportunities like these to come. I have found the place that Ryan was talking about here. Unclaimed Baggage is in Scottsboro, Alabama. It's the nation's only retailer of lost luggage, offering a unique shopping experience where travelers' unclaimed possessions are repurposed. The store is a major tourist attraction, offering a wide range of items, including clothing, electronics, and luxury goods in a 50,000 square foot space. Visitors can enjoy an on-site cafe and explore an on-site museum featuring oddities that have turned up over the years. Oh, wow.
It's pretty cool. Some of those oddities are freaking amazing. I did a walkthrough. Not to plug my channel again, but I'm plugging my channel.
Plug in the link. Plug in the link so everybody can go watch it.
Let me find it. But like signed basketballs from Michael Jordan. Who does that?
Wow.
A signed cowboy hat from Gary Sinise. And like old school medical equipment, like a freaking full samurai armor with swords and everything. I mean, the museum's freaking amazing.
Wow.
I'll find it and I'll post it. But yeah, it's really, really cool.
Yeah, here's a link right here. It's this is a Southern Living article that was wrote about it, and this is what I'm reading. So in the event you don't want to click the link, let me continue. Visitors. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. The writer was on the way to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and then just stopped in. And I'm looking at pictures here. They have a pile of old luggage bags. Hang on, let me just share this screen because this is cool. I love it. We got time. Share screen.
Yeah, I'm going to put it to you since I don't have the ability to post it.
Oh, you can't chat? Okay.
Yeah, to the full chat.
Boom. And then copy link. And then
that's where I got like my Pocket 2, my DJI Pocket 2. I ended up getting that for like $120 when it was going for close to $300.
Shoot, we need to
and
go to
they've got cell
Alabama.
phones and MacBooks. I got my iPad Pro there as well.
Wow.
I mean, some of the pricing is freaking amazing, and it's
Yeah.
honestly, if you can make it there in person, you're going to find better deals than online because they put the most valuable items, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
on online to purchase. That might not be the absolute best pricing, but yeah, it really is freaking cool.
They got shopping carts. I'm sitting here looking at some luxury items that they got here. This
A
appears
lot
to
of
be
it'll be clothes. You know, let's be honest. Most
Yeah.
of what's left is clothes, so there is a lot of clothes, but
Mhm.
they do have a rather substantial electronics and jewelry,
Mhm.
luggage themselves. You know, readers. So if
Oh.
you're looking for like the Amazon Kindles and stuff like that, and reading glasses, and yeah, sunglasses. I mean, it's got
Wait,
a bunch of stuff.
you don't have to go to Alabama. Look, y'all. It says you can go shopping online, and here is their website. It is unclaimedbaggage.com, and you probably need to go over there and look at this stuff because I know this is a good looking site. It's featured in all these places. They got it all categorized for you here.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And I've
cameras.
ordered, like I said, I've ordered stuff online and had it shipped to me as well.
Okay.
As well as being in there. So it's definitely a really cool place, and you can generally find some cool stuff.
Yep, and they reach out
Shop
to the
online if you
community.
have to, but if you can make it there in person, you'll find better deals squirreled away.
Yeah, this is really cool. And look, they donate. They have reclaimed for good section also here on the website. So at least give the website a visit, if not the place. I don't know. Alabama is a hot place, so in the event that you enjoy the warm weather, you might want to make a trip. Make a trip because, like Ryan said, there's only one.
Yeah.
You know what's so cool? There is a place in Houston, and I'm not sure if you have one in your area. I'm talking to all the viewers here. Habitat for Humanity has a place where they sell excess building products. Okay, and they sell it to the public. Okay, you can go in there and buy some stuff. If you are a nonprofit, you can go pick up some stuff for your nonprofit. It is a really good place. It's called the Restore, and it's ran by Habitat for Humanity. Look them up. If you have one and you have a building project, you could go pick up construction supplies for next to nothing, dirt cheap, and sometimes they'll give it to you. You know, it just all depends on how much stuff they got. But yeah, a cruise ship drone. Mike has authentic samurai swords. I am a sword collector. Very nice.
Very nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, someone lost, and my head was like, and I think I may have mentioned it in the video. Someone lost their entire Scottish bagpipe and kilt setup and left it there, like the entire thing, which is thousands of dollars. Pipes alone, depending on what they are, can be like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $10,000 for a set of bagpipes, and then the outfit itself is probably another $3,000.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's definitely some cool things in there.
Yeah, that's wild right there, man. I hadn't heard about it until today. So you learn. And see, that's why we just need to talk about other things too, because you never know who knows what besides cruising. Rob, let's talk about the Habitat for Humanity situation in Canada. How did they handle that? And is there a store similar to the Restore that we have here in the States?
I don't know too much about Habitat for Humanity, but I do know they do homes throughout all the communities. And I know one, maybe two people that have benefit off of it. But
okay.
Beyond that, I don't know much about it.
Cool beans. I like community outreach projects. That's really cool. All right. Well. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna get off here a little early. In the event that you missed it, the first part of the show, Cheryl has a message for all the viewers, and then we're just gonna go off. So after this video plays, I'm just gonna run the outro. Thank you guys so much for coming into the show today. We appreciate each and every one of you. Vicky's on next. I believe, head over there and let her know we're on the way by leaving a hashtag GLT raid in her live chat. We would like to thank our special guest, Rob with Cruise Brothers, aka Cruising on the High Seas and Travel, for coming in and sharing his flight experiences with all of the audience today. Thank you so much for your time and
Thank you for having me.
participation. Yes, sir. And then I would like for all of you to take care of each other out there. Be sure to take care of yourselves. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, from all of us over here at Go Live Together, we love you. Good morning and have a great day on purpose.
Bye, everybody.
I'm sorry for the past couple of days not being on the show, but I deserve to give you my best. And my best is not being up there in pain. And I apologize to you, and you. I'm so sorry. I know I shouldn't apologize for things that I'm going through, but I want to be transparent. Jeremy has tried everything. I've had medicine to keep the pain down, but the past couple of days, the pain has come through the medicine. Yesterday, I slept all day, even over to my daughter's house. We went over there, and I slept until 6. And then we came home, but I can't give you my best. If you see me or hear me, if you see me and then I scream out in pain on camera, we are scheduled for MRIs. I said I wasn't going to have a procedures or anything like that. But I think I got like 3 procedures coming up, or 2, I'm not sure. But I need to let you know, you deserve the best of Cheryl. I'm speaking in third person. I don't know what else to say. I just want to thank y'all for coming in and listening to the men talk, because they can't talk like I talk. And I love you so much.
Coffee in my cup, sun just peeking through. TV glowing in the kitchen like it always do.
Cheryl's laughing first, Jeremy's got that grin. Ryan's talking ports and plans, Ricky's reeling us in.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. There's swapping little secrets on packing light, packing smart. Which deck has the quiet spots where the late night stories start?
Scott's breaking all the tech news with that Scotty J screen star shine. I'm taking notes on napkins while my eggs get cold on the side.
Go live together, start the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go live together, rise and shine, talking trips that feel like mine. From cruise dreams to travel weather, I feel the world when we go live together. the day, sailing off while we still stay. They paint that water white and blue from my small town living room view. Go loud together, don't let go. You're my map and my talk show road. From cruise news to travel chatter, you bring us all on board. We go